Hello, everybody. So, something of a very quick follow up I wanted to do after my long form video about Daniel Larson. I've heard that Daniel Larson is currently in jail at this current space of time. So, it's currently the 4th of February of 2024. And to sort of talk a little bit about the situation, let's currently talk about what led to this event. Going back to January 23rd, is that Daniel Larson was issued a warrant for his arrest for failing to appear in court. So the police were already after him by this point. As to whether or not this was issued by the state of California or by the state of Colorado, I'm not necessarily sure, though I'm pretty sure just by going to its references, I'll be able to actually find out. And fortunately enough, the wiki for Daniel Larson does give a lot of this information out. So the information that we see right now is that from 8:30, the bond was Daniel Larson's bond return date, and he failed to appear at courtroom 4A. And then exactly 1 minute later, literally 1 minute later, a warrant was issued for his arrest. Though, again, it's still a little bit unclear as to whether or not what state technically this is a part of. But I'm going to say I think this might have been state of... I'll go with the state of California, but again, this is not to be known just yet. We'll find out in time. So that's what we know as far as the 23rd is concerned, but then things sort of escalate because through a number of days in which, at least as far as January of 25th, where Daniel freaks out after being sprayed with fart spray, so it's sort of like a reverse of the GameStop incident that Chris Chan was involved in just over 10 years ago. We find out that Daniel went back to hospital on the 26th, but allegedly he got kicked out of hospital. So as far as I don't necessarily know if he was sleeping rough inside a hospital or whether or not even they were beginning to get a little bit agitated with Daniel's continued issues, or Daniel did something very inappropriate while in hospital and they had no other option but to kick him out. And then there was no updates until yesterday when Daniel was arrested and is being held at a $20,000 bond. So as far as we can work out right now, I'm not necessarily sure in terms of how long this could go on for, who exactly Daniel could get in touch with. And the issue we go back to is that if we go back to his the warrant issuing his arrest, is that he was set to I think this was like from either a previous case or this went into, it was some other different detail, because it's not necessarily known about exactly, well, as far as we're concerned, what he was arrested for. Well, we know, no, that's technically a lie, because we know he was arrested so far as failing to appear in court. So it makes him what's referred to as I believe, a fugitive of justice is the correct word to use. And finally, well, that's kind of about it. As so far as what could happen to Daniel from this point onwards, either institutionalization or probably, Daniel will probably just sit until his debt to society is paid, until Daniel goes on the rampage once again and starts blaming the trolls involved. But again, I'm going to suggest that Daniel Larson's brief time in the sun might be coming to an end anyway. And yeah, I don't necessarily know what's worse. The fact that predictably this is where it was always going to end, or that even Daniel can't quite comprehend what's going on. I don't know exactly what I could say is going through Daniel's head right now, but, well, Yeah. Best of luck. Because I think Daniel's going to need it, don't you?